Good morning, children. Today we will study chapter 12, composition and structure of the atmosphere. We all know that Earth is spherical in shape, means round in shape, and Earth has three layers around it. That is lithosphere, layer made up of rocks, then hydrosphere, layer made up of water, atmosphere, the layer which is made up of air. And when these three realms, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, combines together to support life, is known as biosphere. So lithosphere exists in solid state, whereas atmosphere in a gaseous state, hydrosphere in the liquid state. Okay. Children, Earth is spherical in shape, and the layers of the atmosphere, they are forming concentric circle, as you can see here, circle one after the other, okay, having the same radius. So they form the concentric circle around the earth. So it exists in several layers around the earth. These layers become thinner as we go higher from the earth's surface. Therefore, one finds it difficult to breathe as one goes up. This is because less air is pressing down from the above. Half of the total mass of the air is found below 5 kilometers, touching the surface of the earth. It is held close to the earth's gravity. Atmosphere protects the earth from harmful ultraviolet radiations, rays of the sun. It has oxygen, nitrogen, the life-sustaining gases. So, composition of the atmosphere: 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, then other gases 1%. Okay, and these are argon, xenon, neon, hydrogen, helium, krypton, carbon dioxide, even water vapor. Natural functions of the atmosphere. Atmosphere holds oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, means all life supporting gases. It regulates temperature, maintains temperature on the Earth's surface suitable for the existence of the living life. Atmosphere protects us from the UV rays, ultraviolet radiations. It also protects from small meteors, and it is necessary. Atmosphere is necessary for generating sound. Atmosphere is also necessary for movement of flying animals and the aircraft. Atmosphere also supports different cycles operating on the Earth's surface. Say, for example, water cycle. Now, the structure of the atmosphere. So, as we go higher, we have different layers of atmosphere. The first layer is called troposphere. Troposphere extends between 8 km to 18 km. 8 km at the poles and 18 km at the equator. Characteristics: all weather phenomena occurs in troposphere. Troposphere is also characterized by regular decrease in temperature with the increase in height, and this is known as normal lapse rate. The temperature in the atmosphere decreases at the rate of 1 degree Celsius per 165 meter of height. As a result of these turbulence, means disturbances, all weather phenomena takes place in this layer. Troposphere is heated from the Earth, that is, from the terrestrial radiation. Then troposphere is the limit, you can say, the upper limit of the troposphere is known as tropopause. Above tropopause is stratosphere. Stratosphere extends up to height of 50 km, and the air is thin, cold and dry. Temperature is about minus 55 degrees Celsius. Ozone layer lies within the stratosphere. That is why stratosphere is also known as ozonosphere. Ozone is generally found between altitude of 20 to 50 km. Ozone absorbs the sun's ultraviolet radiation, and the insolation received from the sun is equal to that lost by it. That is why the temperature of the layer is constant. In the higher level, the however temperature increases with the increasing height. So in the higher layer, okay, the lower layer of atmosphere has virtual absence of water vapor. No atmospheric phenomena, weather phenomena occurs in the stratosphere. That is why stratosphere is ideal for jet flying also. Above stratosphere is mesosphere, which extends up to the height of 80 km, and the layer lies above the stratosphere. The temperature in this layer decreases with the increase in height and reaches a minimum of minus 110 degrees Celsius at the altitude of 80 km near the mesopause. So the upper limit of this layer is called mesopause. Then due to the reflected sunlight from the meteoroid dust particles, there are wispy clouds found in this layer. A thin layer of clouds are found in this layer. Then thermosphere. It extends from mesopause and consists of two layers, ionosphere and exosphere. Okay, so ionosphere, it extends up to a height of about 400 km, and ionosphere contains electrically charged particles called ions, which create a sheet-like display of light known as aurora borealis in the northern hemisphere and aurora australis in the southern hemisphere. With the name of Australia, you can remember aurora australis in the southern hemisphere. Then, so the other name is aurora borealis, which is found in the northern hemisphere. Ions reflect radio waves back to the Earth's surface. This enables us to have wireless communication as we are using mobile. Then exosphere. It is the uppermost layer of the structure of the atmosphere. It lies between 400 to 1500 km above the Earth. It merges gradually with the interplanetary space. In this layer, temperature increases with the height. We know very little about the atmosphere extending beyond 640 km height from the sea level. In the exosphere, density becomes extremely low, density of the air. The main gases here are lighter ones like hydrogen and helium. From the above, it is clear that atmosphere extends more than 1,000 km above the Earth's surface. It exercises enormous pressure on the surface of the Earth, and this pressure is known as atmospheric pressure. The contact zone between the land, air and water sustains life, and this is, as we discussed, known as biosphere. The atmosphere acts and influences life through its various elements also. So children, we will continue the chapter.